In the long history of American folklore, only one spirit holds the distinction of being officially recorded as a murderer. The events began in the rural farming community of Adams, Tennessee in 1817. A farmer named John Bell reported seeing a bizarre hybrid creature in his cornfield, an animal with a dog's body and a rabbit's head. That same evening, the disturbances moved inside the home. The Bell family sat down to dinner, only to be interrupted by sharp, rhythmic knocking sounds vibrating through the exterior walls. These anomalies were the opening moves of an intelligent, targeted campaign. Far from being random, the haunting followed a calculated path toward the total destruction of the family unit. The entity quickly abandoned subtle knocks for violent physical assaults. In the dark of the bedrooms, bedsheets were ripped from sleeping children, followed by the sounds of invisible hands delivering heavy blows. John's daughter Betsy bore the brunt of the abuse. She was frequently found covered in severe scratches, welts, and red handprints that appeared as if she had been struck by a full-grown adult. The haunting had a stated mission. It would not leave until John Bell was dead. The family was now living with an invisible assassin. Reports of the violence reached the highest levels of the military, drawing future President Andrew Jackson to the farm to investigate the phenomenon himself. Jackson's skepticism vanished at the property line. His entourage watched as their heavy wagon wheels suddenly locked in place on level ground, refusing to turn despite the horse's best efforts. After a night listening to a self-proclaimed witch tamer scream while being beaten by invisible hands, Jackson and his men fled the property the following morning. The general later remarked he would rather fight the British at New Orleans than face the Bell Witch again. Throughout these visits, the entity was vocal about its demands. It insisted that Betsy break her engagement to Joshua Gardner, and it promised to continue its assault until John Bell was in the ground. The entity's ability to break the nerve of a hardened military general cemented the community's belief that they were facing an authentic, demonic power. Over the next 3 years, John Bell's physical health systematically collapsed. He suffered from strange facial twitches, difficulty swallowing, and a deepening, paralyzing fatigue. In December 1820, the decline reached its limit. Bell suffered a series of violent seizures, slipped into a coma, and died in his home. While searching the kitchen immediately after his death, the family discovered a small glass vial containing a dark, unknown liquid that hadn't been there before. When a drop was tested on the family cat, the animal died instantly. John's son threw the remaining liquid into the fireplace, where it instantly erupted into a bright blue flame, while a disembodied voice bragged about delivering the fatal dose. With its primary target dead, the haunting ceased. The entity had executed its mission and vanished into the fog of Tennessee legend. The primary beneficiary of this tragedy emerged almost immediately. With her father finally dead and her fiancé driven away by the witch, Betsy Bell married her schoolteacher, Richard Powell. Powell was 11 years older and possessed a unique skill set. He was a student of horticulture, a skilled ventriloquist, and publicly vocal about his desire. Dr. Megan Mann's toxicology analysis provides a biological explanation for the haunting, stripping away the supernatural to reveal a clinical medical case. John Bell's facial twitches, difficulty swallowing, and final coma are textbook neurological symptoms of long-term heavy metal poisoning. These symptoms align with the mysterious liquid found in the kitchen. The vial burning blue in the fireplace was a specific chemical reaction. Arsenic was a common pest poison in the 1800s, easily accessible to anyone with knowledge of horticulture. When ignited, arsenic combusts with a distinct, brilliant blue flame. The witch was a masterpiece of psychological warfare. By using ventriloquism to project a voice and arsenic to mimic a curse, a flesh-and-blood killer weaponized the superstitions of the time to commit a murder in plain sight.